to talk about the person whose mind and thoughts inspired the people over the 100 years. The one who lived leading by the feeling of responsibility and duty to his nation and country. The one who called himself the son of his nation, and the whole nation accept him as their father. Today I'm going to talk about the Mahatma Gandhi and what he has done in order to reach the independence for India. I divided my speech into two parts. First I'll talk about the early life of Mahatma Gandhi, and then I'll talk about the strategies and actions that he performed. I choose this topic because I think that Mahatma Gandhi is a famous person to be known, and I think that his history in a way could teach us how to be the one who really cares about his country. I hope that after this presentation you will know about the Mahatma Gandhi and what he have done in order to reach the independence for India. So my first main point is the early life of Mahatma Gandhi. According to biography.com website, Mahatma Karamchand Gandhi, more commonly known as Mahatma, meaning the great soul, was born in Porbandar in northwest of India on 2nd October of 1869 in the usual Hindu family. Gandhi was a usual boy and did not stand out from the crowd. At age 17, parents sent him to London to study the law. After he graduated, he go to the Indian company in South Africa, and there his thoughts are changed a little bit. At the first day of arriving to the new place, he encounters the ruthless discrimination of Indians in South Africa. When he innocently bought the first-class ticket to the train with white passengers complained to conductor to replace the Gandhi to the third class. However, Gandhi resists. At the first stop, conductor brutally throw off the Gandhi from the train. And Gandhi was there all night at this deserted station and thinking about this country. This accident literally opened the eyes of Mahatma Gandhi on what's happening around the world, and he started to more think about his own country. By the next day, he bought another ticket and decided to return home and free his own nation from the hands of Great Britain. This leads to my second main point, which is strategies and actions that led India to independence. As he came to his motherland, he began to think about the ways of liberation of India. He moved from his own house to the hut near the beach and stay there, and go out only for food supply. 3 weeks of immersive thinking, searching for answers, how to get the freedom for India. When people ask him what he's waiting for, he replied that he is waiting for a sign from inner voice, and this sign was the declaration of salt taxes in 1930 by the Great Britain. The Gandhi find out the thing that will touch the heart of every Indian, because the salt was a vital thing in the food of Indians. In 12th of March in 1930, he began his journey called the Salt March, with a group of 78 people, where Gandhi is the oldest from them. In this way, he stopped to each settlement and explained his idea of non-violent disobedience. He told people to stop buying the products of Britain and wear their traditional clothes. Also, he asked Indians to leave their working jobs because they literally helped the Britain to rob their own country. By the end of the journey, they traveled almost 350 kilometers, and there's tens of thousands of followers. In addition, because of the journalists, Gandhi's gained his popularity and the fame and awareness of the Salt March is spread to all India. After a while, since Gandhi take the salt and the whole crowd begin to produce it, the Britain actually arrested the Gandhi and 60,000 followers. But that is what Gandhi was aiming from the beginning, to engage a unified whole nation, as it stated in the history website. He knew that this will encourage and unify the whole, and encourage even more resistance of the India. As article writer Fletcher Kenneth comment, As a consequence, the India came to the point where the India cannot be ruled. So the Viceroy of India, Lord Irwin, released Gandhi from the prison and called him for negotiation. The Indians accept India independence was finally granted in August of 1947. The 78 years old Gandhi was assassinated by the Hindu extremists. The India accept him as the father of the nation. From that time, 2nd October is known as the International Non-Violence Day. So that's how the independence of India is gathered, and this leads to my conclusion. In this presentation, we talk about the Gandhi and how he gained the independence for his nation. First, we talk about the early life of Mahatma Gandhi, and then we talk about his strategies and actions that he performed. And finally, I want to say that explaining his concepts, Mahatma Gandhi firstly implemented everything on himself. He implemented by himself, and then he tried to teach others. By his famous word, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." So this is a great implementation, and I think this is some kind of advice for us. So if we want to change the world, let's begin from ourselves. Thank you.